Hi and welcome to BooksBeautyKendra. I'm Kendra and today I have a very chaotic book haul. Yeah. So I can't remember the last time I did a book haul. It's been a little while and I've got a lot of books. So let's jump in. I'm going to start with the book that I'm currently reading and loving, which is The Crown of Oaths and Curses by Bree. This is the first book in the Mortal Fates trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. What is it? Yeah, trilogy. There's like 3 novellas before the trilogy starts, but I haven't read them. I've just read this and I'm past halfway through. It's really good. It's how to describe you. I'm not going to describe this book actually. If you want to, this is like a high fantasy romance. There's not been any romance yet, but it's really good. It's like maybe a 5 stars. I think it could be 5 stars, which I'm very excited for. The next 3 books I got when I went to Brisbane earlier this year, and I forgot to put them in the last book haul, but that's okay because I can put in this book haul. So they are Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. If you've seen the Studio Ghibli, I don't know how you say that name, you'll know Howl's Moving Castle. I really love the movie. I want to try the book. So that one. Then How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. Look, it's got a little doggy in the corner. They're so cute. Again, not going to go through any of these, what they're about, unless I really know what they're about. Then I've got the sequel to Vicious by VE Schwab, and that's Vengeful, again by VE Schwab, which is like heroes, anti-heroes, villains. What's the villains? I don't know, is it a trilogy now? I think a 3rd book is coming out. But yeah, apparently Jonathan Maberry says highly recommended. That's what it says back here. Anyways, then I've got 2 mangas from the same series, and that is Witch Hat Atelier volumes 9 and 10 by Kamome Shirahama. I don't know how you say their name, but that's it. What is this? Oh, bookmark. Yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully reading at least one of these this month for the Magical Readathon, which I haven't done my thingy for, my, TBR for, but that's alright. More stuff in those books. And yeah, I can tell you what these ones are about because I have read the 8 preceding ones. This is basically about Coco and her friends as they learn to become witches. Coco starts off in the series not knowing how to be a witch, and then she accidentally does a spell on her mum and turns her to stone, I think it was stone. It's been a long time since I read the first volume. But we're just continuing their trials to become full-fledged witches, and it's really fun. I'm quite enjoying this series, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten more of them. So yeah. The next set of books are more popular books. Actually, a few more of them are more popular books, but these ones very popular, starting with Twisted Love by Huang. This, again, I don't know anything about. I just know it's really popular and it's a romance and it should be fun. Oh, it's got a playlist. That's cool. But yeah, this should be a fun time. I don't know what it's about. I just know it's Ava and Alex and everyone is obsessed with them, and I want to learn why, basically. Then I've tried a book by this author before. It was like a sci-fi romance. Didn't enjoy it, DNF'd it, but I'm going to give them a second chance with this book because everyone seems to really enjoy it, or at least the people I've seen on BookTube talk about it have really enjoyed it, and that is A Promise of Fire by Amanda Bouchet. This is the Kingmaker Chronicles book 1, and it's a fantasy romance, and it's supposed to be good, so I'm gonna try it out. Then I have Tessa Bailey's Secretly Yours, which is the first book in a newish series. I think the second book just came out recently, and I tend to like Tessa Bailey. Haven't read too much by her, but I tend to like what I have read by her, and so I wanted to give this romance a try. It's a rom-com. I like rom-coms. They make me happy. Then on a different track we have, ooh, this feels nice, The Inheritance of Orquidea Divina by Zoraida Cordova. This one is like a urban fantasy sort of thing, and yeah, I have liked Zoraida Cordova's other books. I've liked her short stories that I've read, and this one has been calling to me. It's like a witchy book, and I love my witchy books even if I don't read them that often. But yeah, next, I haven't read the third book. I've read the first 2 volumes of this series, but I haven't read the third one, but I already have the 4th one of Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. This is a heavy book. Anyways, this is a Hades and Persephone retelling with all of the Greek gods and goddesses, and yeah, it's a really fun time. It's got a lot of trigger warnings, which I usually put at the start of the book. Let's see, does this one have it? Content warnings. Physical and mental abuse, sexual trauma, and toxic relationships. That's in this one at least. The other ones may have slightly different ones, but this is this one. It's a good fun time. Some bits are serious, most bits are really fun. I really enjoy it. Then I have really popular book. Why does this one have so many stickers on it? And that is, I'll deal with that later, Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This is the author of The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and Loathe to Love You? Yeah, Loathe to Love You trilogy, which is just like little novellas. They're all STEM-based romances, and they're rom-coms, and I love them. And I did a Bachelor of Science, so I kind of understand what's going on with the science stuff. I've always loved science. It's a fun time, but yeah. This one should be good. I think it's like she fake dates his brother, and then he's on the panel for her to get onto something. I don't know. STEM. Then I have a book from Adriana Herrera called A Caribbean Heiress in Paris. I read more actually a few years ago, which is a bunch of short stories that are surrounding Christmas and Hispanic or Latinx characters, and Adriana Herrera was one of the authors in that short story collection, and I quite enjoyed her story. So I've been wanting to try something by her, and this one has been, well, the second one to this series has been calling out to me, but I wanted to read the first one first. So yes, and look how stunning she is. She's gorgeous. I like her. Okay, next I have the second book in When in Rome series, and that by Sarah Adams, and that is Practice Makes Perfect, which follows the bodyguard of the first Lady Ray Rose or something. No, that was her stage name. I can't remember her actual name. But the bodyguard, and then the younger sister of the main male character in When in Rome. And again, another rom-com because I like it. Oh, this one is historical romance. This one's a rom-com. Then I have this one by Do I Know You by Emily Wibberly and Austin Siegemund-Broker. This is about a second chance romance, I think, between a married couple, and yeah. I really enjoyed some of their YA books, and then I really enjoyed their other adult contemporary romance that I read by them. The Roughest Draft, that's what it's called. But yeah, that's that one. And then the last one on this pile is Thistlefoot by GennaRose Nethercott. And it's like a Baba Yaga retelling, I think. It's, oh, very shiny. But look at this house. That's why it makes me think that it's Baba Yaga, this house with chicken legs. So yeah, that's that one. Next I have Prince of Darkness by Thoma, which is the first book of the Realms of Lore Fae. I just saw this on Bookstagram, and how they described it, I really liked the sounds of it, so I got it. Simple as that. I think it's like a dark fantasy romance, so that should be good fun. And then on a completely different note, something much more lighthearted, I have The Adventures of Tom Bombadil by J.R.R. Tolkien. Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, absolute favorite world. I mean, you know, one of my favorite worlds, but it's probably my favorite world. Anyways, this is about Tom Bombadil and his adventures, and it should be really fun and sweet and quick. And look at this artwork. I'll show you. Look at that. But yeah, I'm thinking like it's going to be in line with The Hobbit, more children's book. So yeah. And then the next two books, I wanted to try out an Australian book box called BookBox Australia, and they sent me two YA books that I have no interest in reading, and I'll probably give these to my cousin or whoever wants them. But they are Caraval by Stephanie Garber, yep, and Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. This one in particular I really have no interest in reading. Like, I have not enjoyed any Becky Albertalli books, like Simon and the Homo Sapien Agenda. That one I kind of enjoyed, but the rest of them, not for me. Caraval I had bought previously myself, and then I unhauled it, and now it's back again. I don't have any interest in reading this. Not anymore. So, unhauled. It will most likely be. Lucky last in this stack is the Branded by Joe Riccioni. High fantasy, super floppy, which is fun. And yeah, it's the first book of the Branded season, so I want to get to this soon, because look how gorgeous it is. Can you see it? Okay, the last pile are the most recent books that I've acquired. Well, they're not old books, but you'll see what I mean. Because the first one is a manhwa, and it's the first business proposal by Haig, adapted by Perilla. Oh, no, it's by Narek. There's so many names up here. I'm guessing it's by Narek, but it says the original story by Hayward and adapted by Perilla. But Narek is on the very top, so I'm guessing it's by Narek. Maybe the artwork is by Narek. But I've read all this on Tapas and I loved it. It's in full color. I've been watching the K-drama of it. It's so good. I need to continue. But yeah, this is the first volume. And it follows Hari and Temu, and basically he proposes to her after like the first or second date because he just wants to get this whole marriage thing over with, because otherwise his grandpa will keep bugging him about it. And that's the only book that I've actually properly told you what it's about. That's only the first volume of it, but there's more people involved. It's a good time. Next is One Piece Volume 2, East Blue. I think it's the East Blue Saga, but it's Volume 2 by Eiichiro Oda. I haven't read the first one yet, but so many people are obsessed with this that I wanted the second volume, just in case. I loved the first one and really wanted to start the second one straight away. Okay, next I have To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. I've been wanting to try Ella Mays for a while. This is a rom-com. It was either this or Marriage for One that I wanted to try. I think that one's a bit more angsty, but this one is like, yeah, just a rom-com about, I don't think it's like second chance romance or something. I don't know. It looks good. I wanted to try it. Then we have the second book in a series of a book I haven't read yet, but I really wanted it, so I got it because I really enjoy this person, and I think that they are really fun to watch, even though I don't have TikTok anymore. But this is The Sun and Its Shade by Piper CJ, and it is a bisexual fantasy romance. That's all I need to know. I've read a little bit of the first one and it seems to be really good, and yeah, so I got the second one early. Then I have Hooked by Emily McIntyre. How do you say her last name? McIntyre, yeah, one of those two. Anyways, if you go onto Bookstagram, you will know that Emily McIntyre is going through breast cancer treatment, and they're all saying that you should go support her, so I went and supported her. Easy as that. That's what I did. So if I enjoy it, you should do it too. I have to read it soon because it's like a Peter Pan retelling, but it's like contemporary sort of romance, and yeah, it looks really good. The whole series looks really good. It's all based on like Disney movies and stuff. So yeah, but like not like the Katie Roberts one. I think this is like different because Katie Roberts ones are in a special kind of club, I think, or a strip club or something. I don't know, something like that. And the last book I have is Ink Blood Sister Scribe by Emma Tors? I don't know how you say her last name. But it's like, not all books should be opened, and it's some sort of like magical mystery sort of thing, and it looks really, really, really good. But yeah, I think it's like a murder mystery inside of a fantasy world. Should be good. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay. So yeah, that they are the 27 books that I have hauled over a month. More than a month? Yeah, it's closer to 2 months, I think. 27 books over 2 months. That's not too bad for me. And I'm excited about all of them. Will they all be read soon? Unlikely. But they are there so that when I'm ready to read them, they can be read. And I'm very excited for all of them. So, me. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that jazz. Let me know what book you have recently hauled or would like to haul. Something that's really calling to you, you know? And if you don't want to do that, leave me a book stack emoji. I think that'd be fun. And yeah, I hope you're having a very nice day, and I shall see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye!